Okay, second to last one now. We're going to go with biggest surprise of the season. And the winner was Cal McIntyre and his staff. Obviously, with the Twitter polls, you can't really explain what you mean by that. And I think it could be deceiving that we're somewhat digging at Cal, whatever, for that. But it was completely, as kind of you said, Jack, that it was almost an admiration and appreciation how amazing they've actually done. I don't think it was at all. Well, I'm a bit surprised that they did this well because I think it's more of an appreciation of how amazing they Matt, Cal, Mikey, Cole, Luke, Slash, everyone that's involved have just been amazing. And it was your pick, Jack. So I will come to you. So kind of just talk to me about that of why that was surprising and why you think it was the deserved winner.
Yeah, finally won one. About time, second to last. But yeah, like you said, it's not how it comes across on Twitter because it looks a bit like we're kind of saying, "Oh, we're expecting them to be dodgy," and they've actually turned out half all right. But it's more kind of how impressive they have been, and we touched on it in the last podcast, and that bit will come out. And we mentioned in that they didn't lose a game until that Morpeth game. Or in 90 minutes, it was Widnes at the end of December. And you think, for someone in their first job, that is ridiculous. And yeah, it was just kind of appreciation of Carl and how impressive him and you've mentioned everyone there, how good they've been. Because there were a lot of raised eyebrows, a lot of question marks about Cal being appointed. And I know obviously that was before we came in. But there was still a lot of talk, and I think he's just answered all those questions, isn't he? From what we've seen, and I think it was just a case of how impressive it's been from them, and just kind of a recognition of what the work they've done so far.
And I know, Vlad, you're pushing for the pitch to win this one. I know you love the carpet that is the Millbank, but can you appreciate that Cal and his staff of what they've done and why they've probably won this award?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was pushing for the pitch because looking back at it, to be fair, like I was impressed with the pitch. You guys were impressed with the pitch, but the fans that were there already, like they're already accustomed to it, so it wasn't anything new to them. So that's probably why they didn't vote for it.
How many votes did the pitch receive?
It was tied for second last, 17%. Not too bad. But like you guys said, it wasn't anything disrespectful towards like Cal and his staff saying that it was surprising because we didn't like mean it as we thought they were scrubs and they weren't going to be able to like handle pressure.
Love it.
Like we just didn't know much about them and what they kind of played like and stuff like that. So to see the way they handled themselves like so professionally and like made a fun environment for all the players, all the trainings were fun, and then even interacting with like us, like the way he handled us is like impressive.
So add something there. I think that's a big thing. I think all of the lads, and especially Carl, because he's kind of driving it, a lot of managers at this level aren't as approachable and aren't as willing to help as Cal and some of the lads have been. And I think obviously that we might have mentioned it before, but without them, this project wouldn't have been anything, would it? It just would have been four people chatting about a club that we don't really know anything about, and it wouldn't have been any fun for the fans. So I think we just kind of need to give a shout out to Cal and everyone else, all the players, all the staff, for how helpful and they've been over the course of the past couple of months.
Yeah, because they've been like impressive on the pitch, obviously getting the results, but then off the pitch as well. Like that matters a lot, and I see it. I think they were the same with other fans as well, not just us doing a university project. So I think that matters, especially at this level. You want to get up close and personal with the people that you support, obviously.
Yeah. And Mark, I'm guessing you kind of just echo the thoughts that have been put forward.
Yeah, I don't know if it was as much of a surprise of how well he did for me because I've kind of known about Cal since he was a coach of a high school team near me, and then obviously I saw him at Chester at the academy and how well he's done there, and and even stepping in as interim manager at Chester for the senior team. But obviously, being at a club like Runcorn, where the resources aren't as good as like a Chester, and then new environment and everything. Then first season in senior football, he has done absolutely unbelievable, and the team he's built around him, the coaching staff he's put around him as well. But yeah, it's been brilliant.
Yeah. Okay, last but not least. Oh, actually, wait. We'll go for that. All in agreement of Cal McIntyre and his staff being the biggest surprise in a positive sense for this season. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Mark's 50-50.